want to welcome everybody to our spring sports banquet and our major awards night. Little bit different situation tonight with 4 games going on. Baseball, I believe, just pulled up. I'm sure they're probably grabbing some food and then they're going to come in here. And boys lacrosse, unfortunately, just got beat and they're on their way back. So I'm hoping to get them in here around 7:45, and then we can kind of head towards the major awards. But thank you for being here. It's been a chaotic day, but I hope we can finish on a high note here and honor some kids that have really done a fantastic job for us, both this year and in their high school careers. So I want to welcome everybody. I want to thank our superintendent and their admin staff over at the center office. Mrs. Regan and Laurie McDermott are fantastic. Our business manager, Dave Libby, he funds the whole operation, and huge advocate of athletics, huge supporter. Our school committee, our chair, Mrs. Garabedian and Mr. Russo, and all our school committee, again, giant advocates of athletics. They bring us in, they recognize our student athletes. They're fantastic supporters. Our high school administration here, Andy Long, our principal, Sean O'Leary, who you'll see a little bit later, our assistant principal, and Michelle Dick, another one of our assistant principals, who you guys will see a little bit later. Anytime we have an event, what I would call a bigger event, they're always there. It's very, very easy team to work with. The person who really runs the show in athletics is Mrs. O'Hare. Fantastic lady. She did a great job getting that food order together, and really is the heartbeat of our athletic program. Chris Mahana, our trainer, can't thank him enough for keeping you guys in one piece. Does a fantastic job. The custodial and maintenance staff here at the high school, John Marshan and his staff, Roland Patterson, the guys here at the high school do a fantastic job. My kind of site managers and I'll call them my team, Coach McCabe, Coach Doracco, Doc, and Lenny Hunnell do a fantastic job covering games, supporting you guys. Awesome guys to deal with. Booster groups are fantastic here. Our kids want for nothing. What I saw the baseball boosters do today for the kids was outstanding. They had more coolers than like a Notre Dame football game. It was crazy what they were loading on the bus today. So, and I know softball has done those things. Football, everybody, all our booster groups here are fantastic. Our parents are great, supportive, passionate. It's a great town to coach in. It's a great town to play for. Our parents are so into it and classy, and I'm proud to kind of be at the front of the athletic department and deal with those people. They've been awesome to work with. They really have. Our coaches work so hard, and they're good teachers and they're good coaches, and they care and they're passionate, and I couldn't be more proud of the staff we have. And then our athletes are second to none. Tremendous kids, hard workers, good students. Fantastic to be around every day. Makes my job a blast to do daily, interacting with fantastic young men and women, young gentlemen and ladies. They are fantastic. A couple statistics before we get going. This year we had 880 roster spots. We had a 41.6 participation rate. That's the highest participation rate in the Merrimack Valley. Participation rate is how many kids participate in athletics based on how many kids are in your school. 41%, almost 42% of our student body participates in athletics here. It's insane, that amount. We participated in 715 contests. 25 of our 27 teams qualified for postseason play. We had 5 MVC championships. We had 1 sectional state championship. We had a Division III state championship. We had 8 individual sectional or state champions. We had 4 MVC players of the year. We had 4 MVC coaches of the year. We had a Boston Bruins Sportsmanship Award winner. We had a player with 100 hits. We had 3 players with 100 points. We had a goalie with 800 saves. We had a coach with 300 wins. We had 7 Boston Herald or Boston Globe All-Scholastics. The senior class had 6 MIAA state championships: hockey, volleyball, wrestling, and esports. And the one that I think is the best is our GPA for our senior athletes was 3.81. That's outstanding. Coach Feld, good bid. Proud of you. We will get the night started, and as always, we will go with our teams first. Then I'll go with our all-conference first and second, team all-conference. Then I'll go with any kind of special awards we have. Then I will go with our all-scholastics, and then we will finish with our major awards, okay? I do have my eyes on where boys lacrosse is. They will come in last because they're going to be coming in hot, so they'll go last. As far as the teams go, I'm hoping to have them here. If they're way behind, then we will move forward and kind of jump them in as soon as they get here, okay? But we will get started with our one of our real hardworking coaches does a fantastic job trying to grow our program and finish the season on a 5-game win streak. Where's Coach Keene? 5-match win streak. Finish the season on a 5-match win streak. Just come up a little bit short of qualifying for the state tournament, but again, got those guys to hang in there all season long and finish with 5 W's at the end of the year. So our first coach is Coach Rick Keene in our boys tennis program.
All right, good evening, everybody. First off, I would like to thank Mr. Druin back here and his staff for all his hard work for another great year of athletics at Tewksbury Memorial High School. I would also like to congratulate Coach Mary McDonald and the girls team on another great season and making it to the state tournament. Great job. All right, so this year, as Ron mentioned, you know, our record was 5-9. We entered the season with probably one of the deepest teams we had in the last few years. Unfortunately, so did our opponents. We lost a few tight matches early on and found ourselves winless at 0-9. It would have been easy for the team to just pack it up, but if it's one thing this team had, it's all season long, is their tenacity and the never give up, the right to down to the final point of every match. This drive and attitude are what helped them to turn things around and finish off on a strong note, winning the last 5 straight matches, capping off the season with an exciting, great effort and win against Methuen. I couldn't be more prouder of this team for never giving up, leaving everything on the court, and with a great base of returning players, we're really looking forward to next year. Great job to the team. So tonight I have two awards to give out. The first award, it goes to this player that always gives 100% on and off the court. He would continuously strive to improve his game and help those around him. His unselfishness and team mentality are what I admire most about him. As a doubles player, he was always willing to team up with a new player and even offer up his starting position so that another team player could get some court time. In the fall, he will be attending UMass Amherst, majoring in chemistry. My coach's award this year goes to Captain Jason Morris. Oh, yeah. All right, for my second award, it goes to a player who also gives 100% on and off the court. In all my years of coaching, I've never seen a player improve this game as much as in a short time as this player has done. In only his second year, and unfortunately last year with the team, he earned his spot in the #2 singles position. His physical play and intelligence for the game is way beyond his years and earned him the top individual record on the team with 6 wins and 2 losses. In the fall, he will be attending Tufts University, majoring in international relations. My MVP award this year goes to Peter Impink. Thank you very much.
Our next coach is a veteran coach, one of my favorite coaches to deal with. Fantastic lady. Is as passionate about her sport as any coach that we have in this building about their sport. Will not allow pickleball on this campus. It won't happen. As long as she's involved, it will not happen. She's awesome. One of my favorites. Our girls tennis coach, Mary McDonald.
Send them in the woods somewhere.
There you go. Say something.
Congratulations to all the seniors and your families. I hope you have a really fun week. The girls' tennis team had a very successful season with an 11-5 record, including 2 wins against Division I teams in our league. We met a strong Hanover team in the playoffs, and although we didn't win that match, the level of play was very high. 2 of the matches lasted over 3 hours in 3 sets, and 2 others were there for over 2 hours with 2 sets deciding them. I have 2 MVPs for the team this year. They were the backbone of the team, the 2 best players, both captains. They led by example, working hard, getting better, supporting their teammates, competing, and winning. I met this player when she was about 8 years old and came for summer tennis lessons with her sisters. She's one of the most athletic players I've coached and has an all-court game and can overpower opponents with her ground strokes and serve. She's a 3-year varsity singles player, a great captain, and always showed great sportsmanship, which is especially important in a self-officiating sport like tennis. She's going to be attending Suffolk University in the fall. Chloe Burns. Congrats. The other award winner tonight used to follow her older sister and father onto the courts when she was about 7 or 8. You could tell she fully expected to be fed just as many tennis balls as her sister. The determination was there even then. She is a very consistent player with a good variety of shot. She tracks down every ball, and her drop shots are legendary. She worked very hard every offseason to improve her game and has been our #1 singles player for 3 years. And she'll be attending MIT in the fall. Renica Latte. Thank you.
Our next coach, again, I could say the same thing about all our coaches in the spring. They're fantastic to deal with, easygoing, fun to be around, organized, do a fantastic job. This guy's, taken our track program a couple years ago and has kind of become the Pied Piper to try to reinvigorate some numbers in that program, and has done a really, really good job. And easy guy to like, easy guy to play for, and holds his guys accountable and is helping to grow that program for us. Our boys track coach, Scott Wilson.
All right, so the boys track team, we went 1-3 this year, winning our last meet, so certainly glad we pulled off that victory. I want to just start by thanking the coaches. I think every year I come up here and that's my first thought of what I want to do, and I always forget. So Fran and Courtney ran our distance crew, and I couldn't help the distance runners at all, so thank God they were there. You know, Mike Davis, who's not here tonight, but he's been our throws coach. He's an unbelievable person. He's an unbelievable coach. I love what he does with the kids, and there's so many kids that have sort of taken to the throws because of how he approaches it. So happy that he's part of our program. Shaylee Paleo, who teaches our pole vaulters. Just a really, really tough event to learn. She's patient. She's kind, she listens, just love everything about what she's doing with those kids as well. She's not here tonight, but my wife was our hurdle specialist this year, and I roped her into coaching, and I tell you what, it was a lot of fun, and she did such a great job with those young kids that we had that sort of needed that attention that I couldn't give. And finally, Jill Page, she's kind of the coach that does it all. We lean on Jill for long jump, triple jump, high jump, sprints, relays, helping me calm down when I'm losing my mind. But she's just an incredible person. She's an incredible track person, and so thankful that we have her as part of the program. Thank you, Jill. On to the players. My first award, I'm going to read the words of his coach, his throws coach, because I can't do justice to what he said, but I thought it was perfect. Coaching Paul these last 4 years has been an absolute pleasure. I wish I had a squad full of Paul Allens. In my 15 years of coaching, I haven't been around many kids of higher quality and character than Paul. Reliable, hardworking, high effort, and always willing to do the extra to better himself and others. I know he's going to be successful in whatever he does. First Coach's Award, Paul Allen. My next award is to one of the younger guys on our team. It's hard for me to believe he's only a sophomore. I feel like he's been with us for four or 5 years, but he certainly acts like a veteran on the team and is a natural leader for this team. He supports his teammates, is willing to jump in and run any race that we ask. He's learned to compete and improve his performance on the track. Stephen consistently looks for opportunities to help the team. Sometimes it's competing an event. Other times it's helping to rally his teammates to make the meet run smoother. This Coach's Award goes to Stephen Appendizo. Sorry, I butchered your name. All right, my third award goes to an athlete. I appreciated watching him grow as an athlete and competitor this season. On the track, he focused on the hurdles and really improving in the 100 hurdles by 3 seconds and improving in the 400 hurdles by 7 seconds. He has also really grown as a leader in the program. Mason always found a way to get his work in and be prepared for every event. He often stepped up in spots that I didn't even ask him to. One example of this was jumping in to help Brendan and Jared at practice just because he thought they needed help. He is a great teammate who has excelled in the most difficult event of the pole vault, with the highlight coming in the D4 meet this year when he cleared 10 feet 6 inches and finished tied for 4th. My third coach's award, it goes to Mason Viets. All right, and my final recognition tonight goes to an athlete that really busted out at the end of the season. He's always seemed well suited to compete in the pentathlon, which is 5 events in a matter of 3 hours. It is remarkable that he's not experienced in any of these events, but was able to show up and deliver a great performance. He opened with a really good hurdle time, and then it was off the shot put where he threw a personal best. He then went on and long jumped another personal best of 19 feet 8 inches. We knew he was going to do well in the high jump because it was kind of his event. So he won that event. And then all that left was the 1500. He had never run a 1500 for us, but I think he ended up running our fastest time of any of our male athletes this year. So I think Coach Cusick is going to be trying to slide him over to distance next year, but we're going to have to fight that. Sal finished in 2nd place at the D4 meet, and then at the All-State meet he finished 5th, only losing to a couple D1 guys and a D3 guy. He beat the guy who beat him the week before. Very proud of Sal. He's a guy that you want on your team. He's a guy that competes at a high level in everything he does. I know he's an all-conference soccer player. We need to get that going in basketball for you next year. And he's an all-conference athlete in track as well. Our MVP this season is Sal Catanzano.
Our next guy is a very well thought of teacher in our building. Fantastic coach for us. When I have a track question, I bum up to the 3rd floor and go see Coach. He's got all the answers. He's one of those Mr. Track guys and knows it all. I know very little about track, and I got to come and ask him how do we mark the sectors and whatnot. And Coach Cusick is fantastic that way. Again, fantastic coach for us, fantastic teacher for us. Helps, hold this whole track program together. So I'm super thankful to have this guy on our staff, head coach Fran Cusick.
Okay, I'm going to say a lot of the same, or I was going to say a lot of the same things that Coach Wilson already said about the coaching staff. Fantastic group of people. Track meets are very long, and you have a lot of downtime, so having people that you actually enjoy being with is a really important part of it. And, this group of coaches is super passionate, but they're also, they're always able to have fun and share a laugh and what have you. So I really want to thank the coaching staff. I want to thank Mr. Drew and Mrs. O'Hare. I hear a lot of coaches at those meets complaining about various things about scheduling, and they didn't have a bus on time, and we almost never have that at Tewksbury. In fact, I don't think there's ever been a time when a meet hasn't been scheduled properly, a bus hasn't shown up. I know it's not super flashy, but coordinating all of that, especially in the spring season when you have cancellations and rain delays and various things like that, is pretty tough. So I do really appreciate all the work that they do on that end. I wanted to thank our Boosters Club. Mr. Drew was mentioning some of the things that the other teams' Boosters Clubs do. Our group is amazing. I don't know why, but everyone at this school calls these spags. I call them pasta parties, which is, I know, kind of sacrilegious. So sorry, but they have hosted a ton of those for us, and they've gotten us food, and they've gotten us drinks, and they've just kind of been at the front of putting them together, which is really great for the athletes to just have some time to hang out with each other before meet. So I really thank the Boosters Club. They're amazing. And then finally, I just want to thank the athletes. We had 7 seniors this year. They came in, I think it was the first year after COVID had hit. So we had the infamous Fall 2 season when we were doing a night meet at Billerica in probably late March, I want to say, and it was about 45 degrees out. And they dealt with some weird stuff. Like at one point, we were taking everyone's temperature before practices. For some inexplicable reason, we were told we had to take everyone's temperature. So they dealt with some weird stuff, and through it all, they were super upbeat, super positive, and I hope that this group, stays friends after high school because they're really a fun group of people to be around. Okay, so I have 2 awards that I want to give out. The first one is to an athlete who is just so mature. I mean, I don't directly work with her, but I see her impact on the athletes in the throws group. In track, we have basically 3 groups. We have the sprints group, the throws group, and the distance group. And she has been the undisputed leader of the throws group for the past several years. Super reliable. I think she started out maybe as a sprinter, I want to say, and then potentially wandered over to the distance group briefly before finally finding her footing in the throws. And she has been awesome over there. She knows how to have fun, but she also knows how to get everybody moving in the right direction. Just a great person and a very reliable athlete. So the Coach of the Award goes to Delia Conti. Remember the temperature? Yes. Nice job. Did you do distance at some point?
Yeah.
I feel like you did.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Second award is going to someone who has been a really good athlete for us for this past several years. She worked really, really hard in the off season to get better at her event, which is a super technical event, the pole vault. I think you're all going to kind of know who it is, but I think sometimes when people work really hard, they expect instantaneous results because naturally, if you're working harder, you expect to get better right away. And unfortunately, it does not always work out like that. And I think early in the season, this athlete was a little bit frustrated that they weren't making the kind of jump, no pun intended, that they had hoped to make. Not that they weren't doing well, they were performing well, but they weren't making as big a strides as they had hoped. So it was a little bit frustrating. I know there were some meets that did not necessarily go the way this athlete wanted, did not give up on herself, kept showing up, kept practicing, and everything kind of culminated with the Division IV state meet where in a very competitive field, she ended up winning it in spectacular fashion. Almost got the school record. I think she's the 3rd best pole vaulter we ever had in a pretty competitive group. We've had some really good pole vaulters. She took a couple jumps at the school record, almost got it, but just had a fantastic season. She was the Division IV state champion. She is an MVC all-conference selection and a great athlete who's going to be continuing her athletic career next year at UMass Lowell. So second Coach Award goes to Jaden Kasuli. There you go.
Our next coach is tasked with overseeing our biggest female program in the school. Girls Lacrosse has 56, 57 athletes. It's as big as any sport we have for females in the school, and she does a fantastic job. We added a 3rd team this year to service as many kids as we can that want to play lacrosse. And Coach Murph is in the hallways, and she's chasing down girls to play, and is passionate about lacrosse and wants to grow this program. And she does a fantastic job for us. I'm super thankful that she runs this program and helped us transition into a 3rd team. So happy for her. She had a really, really good year. this year. Our head girls lacrosse coach, Erin Murphy.
Good evening. First, I would like to echo the statements thanking Ron and Nancy, as well as our trainer, Chris. As Ron said, we had a record number of girls come out for the program this year, leaving us with 3 levels of teams. This is something that we've never had in program history, and for a town the size of Tewksbury, it's, in my opinion, very impressive. But it just shows the positive direction that this board is moving in this town, and I'm really thankful. It took a lot of coordination and support from Mr. Druin to make it work, and I really can't thank him enough for all the support he gave me this year. Looking back on our season, I would definitely say it was a success. We improved on our record this year to 11 wins, which is the most the program has had while I've been the head coach. It feels really good to come away with a winning record and our first earned bid to the state tournament in a number of years. These victories, both in the record books and in terms of team morale, were only possible because of the great leadership of my 4 captains, Katarina Schilly, Mackenzie Hickey, Ava Nordbrook, and Addison Tangway. These girls have continued to foster a culture of inclusivity and positivity, which has allowed the program to flourish. I have 2 awards to give out tonight, MVP and coaches. My first award is my coaches award. This is only my 2nd year with this athlete, and in that short time, I've already asked so much of her. Coming into last season, I had heard a lot about her from her hockey teammates, as well as her older brother, and was really excited when she chose lacrosse, because she's been really successful in baseball as well. She began trying out as a field player, but through not too much convincing, I got her to suit up as goalie. That year, she split time with our varsity goalie and got some good minutes in JV as well, really perfecting her skill. This year, however, it was all her, and she really caught the attention of many. At the end of a number of games, coaches would stop and ask me about my goalie. When they would hear she was only a sophomore, I could see the envy on their faces, as she already shows so much talent and promise. In 1 game alone, she made an outstanding 20 saves and is ending the season with 182 saves, 12 of which she got tonight, 18 ground balls, and a handful of caused turnovers, showing just how dynamic she was, not only in the goal. This player is getting my coach's award because she put her body on the line for our team this year a number of times. About halfway through the season, in the middle of a game, she went for a ground ball and was body checked by an opponent and re-aggravated a shoulder injury. Despite not being able to lift her arms over her head, she still finished out the second half of the game, making a number of saves and successful clears, and we were able to hold on to our lead and take home the win. Not long after this game, she sustained a hand injury and still powered through for her teammates. I am very grateful to have her as part of this program. My coach's award goes to Lydia Barnes. My next award is my MVP. This player is valuable to our team in a number of ways. This is an athlete who always wants to improve herself. She is constantly playing wall ball at practice or trying out a new shot to use in a game. On the field, she was outstanding for us. She stepped up into a predominantly midfield role this year and even battled through some injuries to stay in the place where she knew I needed her the most. During halftime, she could be found either using her stick as a foam roller or applying biofreeze to her shins, but never once would you hear her complain. She used her 4 years of varsity experience to coordinate our offense, execute plays, and helped lead us to a winning season. She ended the season with 49 goals, 13 assists, 40 ground balls, 12 caused turnovers, and 46 draw controls. In addition to her impressive stats, the leadership of this young lady was also incredibly valuable. She brought the energy to both practice and games. There was never a dull moment when she was around, and I know I appreciated her presence every day. She has been a fantastic role model as captain of this team, both athletically and academically, and we're excited to see what she accomplishes next year at UMass Amherst, this year's MVP, Katarina Schilly. Thank you.
Our next coach, when we post positions here, I think people think we get a ton of applications for jobs, and we don't. it's difficult to coach high school athletics. The time commitment and when you can practice and when you need to be here and whatnot makes it difficult to coach high school sports. Not everybody can be a teacher coach, and coaching obviously is a challenge, you know. And when we posted the baseball position, I'm telling you, for 10 years I've posted jobs, I haven't got 4 applications. It's like find someone to coach and fill it out. When I posted the baseball job, I received 10 applications. Myself and Mr. O'Leary put together a committee. We had a couple players and a couple coaches and went through an extensive interview process. We interviewed half a dozen candidates and second interviews and whatnot. And you know, this guy came in with an awesome plan and an awesome entry plan for the second interview and what he was going to do in the first 30 days, what he was going to do in the first 60 days, and was prepared, was confident, was organized, and delivered on every single thing that he said he was going to do. Held individual meetings with kids, and it's very difficult when you're taking over a team and most of your team is made up of seniors. And sometimes you have to have some difficult conversations with some of the seniors to let them know that the road might not be as rosy as you think it may be, so are you on board or you're not, you know? And this guy delivered on every single thing that he said he was going to do. Is passionate about baseball. He's a great communicator. Put aside his personal life as a reporter this spring to be an employee of the public school, of the Tewksbury Public Schools, and has done a fantastic job pumping life into our baseball program. Won a couple tournament games, you know, had a tough one today where they kind of broke down for an inning. Things got away from him just a bit. But it's been a fantastic year for these guys. I'm super happy for this coach. I'm super happy for the baseball team under some new guidance that, again, gave it a little bit of life. Proud of this guy, our baseball coach, Matt Feld.
You know, I'd first off like to say thank you to the administration here. John Calipari, the Hall of Fame basketball coach, said, players win games, coaches lose them, and administrations win championships. And I think that's truth here. If you want to know why teams all the time compete for championships here, it's because of the administration. Coach Druin, Vice Principal O'Leary, Principal Long, these guys here are as supportive as any group of administrators that I've come across in my time. They deserve everyone's respect. I know they get it. Coach Druin's always good for a good individual ribbing every once in a while. But I know that he always has my back and our coaching staff's back. And without that, the program would certainly be nowhere. I want to give a special thank you also to Coach Souza, the head coach of the softball program. When I got the job here, she was incredibly supportive, gave me great guidance, and really helped me get the program started in the way that I wanted it to here at Tewksbury High School. So thank you so much, Coach Souza. This season, we had a great season. Unfortunately, it came to an end a couple hours ago, but I certainly wouldn't trade the last 2 months for any other sort of experience. Only one team can win the state championship at the end of the day, and that is what it is. Everyone else goes home unhappy. But I'm incredibly proud of our guys to win games at Central Catholic, at Lawrence, to beat Chelmsford, to win 2 tournament games, to win the most games this program's won since 2008. It was a tremendous year in every respect, and that's an incredible large part to the kids that we had in this program this year. When you take over a program, it's not hard, it's not easy for the seniors, like Coach Druin said. They're getting a totally different perspective than they have for the first 3 years. They have no idea what to expect, how hard the coach is going to be, how easy he's going to be, how sarcastic he is. They have no idea what they're getting themselves into. But these guys were outstanding every step of the way. Our 3 captains, Matt Cook, Billy Burris, Ryan Baker. I could be a coach for 30 years, but if I could have any 3 captains to start a team, there'd be no second place. Those 3 guys were outstanding. They did everything we needed them to do in order for us to be successful. We got 2 awards this year. First one's the Coaches Award. Coach's Award to me, when I was thinking of it, is if we went 0-20, but I had 18 of these guys, would I still be able to say that we had a successful, enjoyable year together? When you're at your lowest point, do you have players like this that helps you get through them? Through their leadership, their positivity. You don't have to be loud to be a leader. And when you're a JV swing kid as a junior, it's hard to stay with it. It's hard to stick with it. But this individual showed up every single day from the first day of the year, became our everyday leadoff hitter, hit over 300, became our closer out of the bullpen, and did everything we needed him to every single step of the way. You don't have to have a C on your jersey to be a captain. And this person, outside of having the star next to them, was a leader in every single respect. So this year's Coach's Award goes to Kyle Cummings. Our team MVP, and we had a good season, of course, and as a result, there are a lot of players to pick from, but this individual certainly stood out. Finished the year hitting .478, hit .511 on the Merrimack Valley Conference, which is not easy to do. Played shortstop every single day for us, batted cleanup, led by example, grew as a leader on the field and off the field, and more importantly, and thankfully for us, did all the success while still only being a junior. Phil Lombardi.
Nice job, Coach. Okay. Softball. All right. Mr. Gigante, let me have it out in the cafeteria, so I got to go over this stuff. Mr. Mangan, are you paying attention in the back? Okay. Sunday night, we are hosting Bedford in a round of 8 game. I don't set the rules, nor does Mr. Mangan. I want to make that clear. That has now become a Go Fan game, which means we have to charge admission on Sunday night. I hear you. Here's the plan, so you guys can figure it out. I'm laying it out for you. I will start covering the gates at 5 o'clock for a 6 o'clock game. I will cover the 3 gates that are in front of the dirt parking lot on Livingston Street. If you choose to get there at 4:45 or 4:55, I'm not coming around with a hat going, where's your $5 or $10, whatever everybody charges. Do I think we should buy some tickets? Yes, we need to buy some tickets. If you come after 5 o'clock, I need you to have a ticket, please. It's a tough place to charge. We've done this before. It's worked out well. If you choose to want to come up, don't get Mr. Russo mad, but if you choose to want to come up from the Pup Warner area, the youth football area, we don't have anybody at that gate. I'm laying this out for you. I'm spelling it out for you. We're not going to have anybody at that gate. I'm going to have people at the 3 gates coming off Livingston Street in the dirt parking lot. At 5 o'clock, I got to charge. I would hope that we would buy some tickets so we don't embarrass ourselves with the MIA. Please, okay? You guys have been great with it. I've had this conversation with the parents. I hope I covered myself, Mr. Gigante. I hope we're good right now. Trying to keep the mojo the same way that's got us through those games. I hear you. I had to get here for the banquet. That's why I couldn't be there to meet with the parents. But, so, there's the logistics for Sunday. When the GoFan link comes out, I will share it with Mr. Mangan. Mr. Mangan will share it with Bedford, and we will go forward from there. 6 o'clock game. Everybody good? Yeah. Okay, good. We've covered the logistics on how you can get in for free on Sunday. With that said, our softball team. this senior class, and again, I don't want to steal any of Coach Souza's thunder. The senior class has been fantastic. You know, a North Sectional final before we went to the All-State tournament, and then they've been in the state finals 2 years in a row, and now they're back in the quarterfinals. They've obviously got a lot of momentum. They obviously got a lot of mojo in this program. Coach Souza has them, you know, playing loose and easy, and Coach Cavino is right on her hip, and they do a fantastic job with our girls. You know, this program is one of our, you know, pillar programs in our school right now, and we're playing good softball, and every day it's a different kid who's you know, we got our core 3 or 4 girls to kind of anchor everything, but today it's, you know, Juliana comes off the bench. Ava Fern got in the game today. Nice. Anya got hit by 3 pitches today. Whatever it takes to win, you know. Erin Costello got she looks like she got hit by Mike Tyson, but we're all right. It is what it is. Again, you know, I feel for our 2 lacrosse teams, and I feel for our baseball team. You know, but our softball team's still playing, and we are playing Sunday night at 6 o'clock against a very good Bedford team. We don't want to give them any kind of bulletin board material. A very good Bedford team. And let's have a great graduation weekend and kind of wrap it up Sunday night at Hazel. So our softball coach, Brittany Souza.
Good evening. I would like to start by thanking Ron Druin and the athletic department for their continued sports throughout all of our seasons. To our parents who cheer on our girls so loyally. To my assistant coach George for the dedication and hours of going back and forth to make the best decision for our team. Shout out to Coach Tama, our JV coach, who is 3 wins shy of our 100th career win. Without their dedication, our program wouldn't be as strong as we are. To my family who supports me in this program and allows me to commit to you girls 100%. Before I go into the awards, again, I just want to talk a little bit about this team and what these 6 seniors have accomplished over the high school softball career. They are 3-time MVC2 champs. They moved up in MVC1 this year and won the MVC1 division for the 4th title in a row. They finished with the best record this year over the last 7 years, going 16-4 with the toughest schedule that we've had so far. They, after today's win, have made it to the Elite 8 all 4 years and 2-time state finalists. And I promise you they're not finished yet. Congratulations, girls. All right, my Coaches Award is always one of my favorite awards to give away. It's with my great pleasure to present this year's Coaches Award to someone who's truly exemplified what it means to be a remarkable teammate. And we constantly preach being a good teammate. She's been an outstanding leader over the past 4 seasons. She has continuously demonstrated dedication, hard work, and a positive attitude both on and off the field. Her sportsmanship and team spirit have been evident in every practice, every game, and every huddle. Throughout the year, she has stepped up in crucial moments, showing resilience and determination. Whether we face tough opponents, challenging situations, she rose to the occasion, giving her all for our team. Her ability to lead by example and her commitment to our success has been truly commendable. Her contributions on the field have not only made her a significant impact to our team's performance, but has really helped us foster a strong sense of unity and camaraderie amongst all of us, even though she jokes about how much she's sick of team bonding. She embodies all qualities that this award represents. Thank you for your incredible dedication, leadership, and being an exceptional teammate for the past 4 years. She finished the season with a batting average of .492,
a slugging percentage of .696. She had 31 hits and led our team with 28 RBIs. She has been an absolute wall behind home plate and has only made one error all season. This week, she was rated by our league coaches, finishing one of the top 2 players in the league and being named MVC First Team All-Conference. Please join us in congratulating senior catcher Avery Delapiana. It's my honor to present the Co-MVP award for our softball team this year. This award goes to 2 exceptional players who have not only demonstrated outstanding skills and performance on the field, but have also shown incredible dedication and leadership throughout this season as well. Our first MVP is a standout athlete. She has been a defensive powerhouse, making key plays and demonstrating exceptional athleticism game after game. Her commitment to improving her skills has been evident in every practice, every single day, in every single play. Her leadership on the field and work ethic has set a high standard for our team. She makes difficult plays look routine. She bats leadoff for us and sets the tone every single game, and finished our regular season with a batting average of .443, a slugging percentage of .843. She also had 31 hits with 3 home runs, 30 runs scored, and 6 stolen bases. This week, she was also rated by our league, finishing in one of the top 2 players of the league, being named MVC First Team All-Conference. Please join me in congratulating our first MVP shortstop, senior Rebecca Harris. Our second MVP has been another anchor for our team, constantly delivering under pressure and showcasing incredible skills. Her countless hours of extra practice and determination has paid off, making her performance nothing short of remarkable this year. Her leadership and composure has been a source of inspiration for all of us, and her contributions have been instrumental to our success both offensively and defensively. She finished her regular season with an ERA of 2.36, had 88.2 innings pitched with 115 strikeouts. Offensively, she got on base in all 18 games she played and had a 16-game hit streak. She batted cleanup for us and finished with a batting average of .566, slugging percentage of .755. She had 30 hits, 22 RBIs, and this week she was named First Team All-Conference and MVC1 Player of the Year. Please join me in congratulating our second MVP, senior Whitney Gigante.
Coach, you got you guys in here? Coach P, you got you guys in here? Is everybody here that needs to be here? Okay. Eleanor, are you running your mouth over there? Huh? You need an ice cream. All right. Let's start with this. You know, coming in hot and having a fantastic year. How about a round of applause for our boys lacrosse team? It's been a while since we've made the tournament in boys lacrosse, and it's I believe we got our first tournament win in history this past week. So here's a guy who, in Coach Ponce, who took a program over that was struggling and has stuck with it and has got his guys to buy in and has seen progress and growth. And you know, you plant those seeds and hopefully eventually one day you hope that they start to grow, you know. And we started to see some growth with those seeds that coaches planted this year, culminating with a 500 record and a tournament win. So I'm super happy for this guy. I'm super happy for this program. Good senior leadership on this team helped keep the boat floating when they kind of started off the season a little bit wobbly. They kept it together and managed to get 9 wins out of this team. I know they're coming in hot right now. I know Coach is kind of under the gun here, but I'm going to try to call him up now and try to take care of lacrosse so we can move on with the program. But how about a round of applause for our boys lacrosse coach, Anthony Ponce?
So first off, I'd like to say thank you to Nancy, Ron, Chris, and everyone who's involved in putting this together. This season has been one of our most successful in the 20-year history of Tewksbury lacrosse. We had our most wins since 2015. We made playoffs for the first time since 2015. And we had our program's first ever playoff win, which definitely wasn't easy coming off a 2.5 hour bus ride. Excuse me, a lot of talking today. It took a tough group of kids to accomplish that and to finally turn this program around. And this was really such a strong-minded team. When we were 2-7 at one point in the season, we really could have kind of folded and let our season go to waste right then. We knew we had to win 7 out of our last 9 to reach playoffs, and we went and got the job done. This team easily could have just packed it in, but we used that point when we were 2-7 as a turning point in our season to really kind of turn things around, turn the tide of not only our season, of our entire program. These kids really put their heads down, got to work, and did what we had to do to make history for this program. We are losing 6 key seniors that all played a huge part in our success this season, both on and off the field. Our 6 seniors were 6 leaders. They're all kids that these underclassmen can look up to and use as an example. I know they all have bright futures ahead of them. Whatever path they choose, athletics, and anything they're doing after this, I know they're all going to be successful. And even though we're losing those 6, we still have a lot of returners next year. I know we're going to come back stronger, faster, and more improved coming into next season. And again, a lot of it is thanks to these seniors. So I'm going to get into my MVP award. Actually, I will start with the Coaches Award. The Coaches Award is going to a senior captain who was badly injured during a game last season. He ended up gutting through it, played a few more games for us. He came back this season even though he was still injured, and I wasn't really sure what role he would have before he came back. But this kid, he really stepped up. When he was injured, he was considered almost a 4th coach for us, an extension of our coaching staff, to the point where other teams quite literally thought he was another coach. But even when he came back, he was still a vocal leader for us. He was always trying to help these young guys, let them know where they should be on the field. And even though he's finding his own game through an injury, he was still able to help all these other kids out. He's a kid that quite literally left it all on the field for this program, and what he has done for us will have an impact for years to come. My Coach's Award goes out to Braden Aylward. All right. For our MVP award, this senior has been a stonewall in net for us for the past 4 years. I'm grateful that he was kind of forced to switch to goalie. We didn't have one first practice when he was a freshman, so we kind of had to step in there. We didn't have one. I wasn't really lost my place. He has been an advantage for us going into every game. We know we have the Stonewall in net. He's going to have at least 50% saves for us. He finished this season with 228 saves, a 57.7 save percentage, and he ended up setting the school record in saves last season for a single season and broke the career record with 858 saves, passing our Coach Day. He's been a great captain and great leader for us these past 4 years, and we wouldn't have been in or won many games without him having such a big presence on the field. Our MVP award for the 3rd year in a row goes to Skylar Sheeting. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to start with second team all-conference. If you guys could come up this way, receive your certificates from Ms. Dick and Mr. O'Leary, and stay over here. Mr. Sullivan will take a picture. Second team all-conference. We'll work second team all-conference, first team all-conference, couple special awards, and then our majors. But this should start to move a little bit for you guys. Second team all-conference in baseball, Kyle Cummings, Cam Kingston. Second team all-conference in lacrosse, Cam Goodner, Skylar Sheeting.
Give us a second. Give us a second.
Second team all-conference in girls lacrosse, Kat Shilley. Cam, stay right over there. Second team all-conference in softball, Alyssa Adams, Aslan Davis. Second team all-conference outdoor track and field boys, Manny Mangata, Mason Vietz. Second team all-conference in boys tennis, Peter Impink. Second team all-conference in girls tennis, Renuka Latte and Gianna Doran. I'm sorry. Boys sitting, girls standing. Boys sitting, girls standing. Center yourself behind the guys. Boys sitting. There's not as many. Slow it down. First team all-conference. Means the coaches in the league felt these were the best of the best. First team all-conference. Baseball, first team all-conference. And MVC2, player of the year, Phil Lombardi. First team all-conference, girls lacrosse, Emily Pitcher. First team all-conference in softball, Avery Della Piana. First team all-conference in softball, Rebecca Harris. First team all-conference in softball and MVC1 player of the year, Whitney Gigante. First team all-conference outdoor track boys, Sal Catanzano. First team all-conference outdoor track girls, Jaden Kasuli. Boys sitting. Are you got, we can go get them all standing? Yeah. Jaden, get inside south. We had a good year. We had a couple MVC Coaches of the Year. MVC Division II Coach of the Year, Girls Tennis, Mary McDonald. Mary's coming as well. MVC Division II Coach of the Year, Girls Lacrosse, Erin Murphy. You good? You guys get a picture? Get a picture with Coach Sal? Okay. Sometimes different meets and different awards get given out, and at times they come after our banquet. So I want to make sure we cover this guy as part of this group right here. Boys Indoor Winter Track Division IV State Champion in the shot put, Kobe Mangata. Have him stay over there, Michelle. Spring Outdoor Track and Field, MIA Division IV Pole Vault State Champion, Jaden Kasuli. Boys Lacrosse, 800-plus career saves, Skylar Sheeting. Boys Lacrosse, 100 career points, Tyler Barnes. Softball, 100 career hits, Rebecca Harris. Bonzi, get with the program.
I don't know where you think you're going.
Thank you.
The art department did a fantastic, Jimmy, we're not done yet. The art department did a fantastic job with a softball commemorating Rebecca with 100 hits. Hopefully we can get some stuff done for the lacrosse and get it into the trophy case. So outstanding stuff. I want to add 2 more people there. MVC2 Player of the Year Baseball, Philip Lombardi. MVC Division I Player of the Year, Whitney Gigante.
Slide, get nice and tight. Bring it in, bring it in.
Are all scholastics. I see Mr. Ryan in the crowd. Shelley, I believe Nancy gave you a plaque to give to MJ Patisi. Did you get that today? Perfect. If you want to just, there you go. Tommy, if you could just get that to MJ at school, that'd be great. Our all scholastics, voted by the Boston papers. We got a handful of these here, kind of catching up because they haven't done the spring yet. So, Boston Globe Coach of the Year in wrestling, Coach Steve Kasperzak. Boston Globe and Boston Herald All-Scholastic, Nikki DeSisto. Boston Globe and Boston Herald All-Scholastic, Jeremy and Sonia. Boston Globe and Boston Herald All-Scholastic, Matthew Cook. The parents. Thanks, Coach. Lastly is our major awards, and I want to invite two of our athletes here that have already received their plaques. Our scholar athletes are the two highest ranking athletes, GPAs in the class. I believe one was number 1 and one was number 4 or 5. So I want to recognize both. I want to bring them both up on stage. Our female scholar athlete, the highest ranking athlete in the female class, Renuka Latte. Come on up. And our male scholar athlete, the highest ranking male student athlete in the school, Cooper Robelad.
You're going to do incredible things. I am so just proud of you. Cooper. You did great things today.
Get away from them all. Hang up there. You're going to be there for a bit. I'd like to now bring up Mr. O'Leary to present a couple of our major athletic awards.
Thank you, Mr. Drone. All right, the first award I'm going to present tonight is the Kevin Kelly Memorial Sportsmanship Award. This is awarded to a male athlete who best represents the qualities of their fair play in all aspects of athletic. This year's recipient, Jeremy Insomnia. All right, the next award I'm going to present is the Leo Doc Duraco Sportsmanship Award, awarded to the female athlete who best represents the qualities of fair play in all aspects of athletics. This year's recipient is Kim San Nguyen. No problem. The next award I'm going to present is the Teresa Terry Lightfoot Inspiration and Courage Award, awarded to the senior athlete who has overcome physical or emotional adversity and competed with vigor, courage, dignity, without complaint. This year's recipient, Sean Martin. All right, and the last one I'm going to present tonight is the Teresa Terry Lightfoot Inspiration and Courage Award, awarded to the senior athlete who has overcome physical or emotional adversity, competed with vigor, courage, dignity, and without complaint, Juliana Manson.
I'd now like to bring up Assistant Principal Michelle Dick to present a few more of our awards.
Hey everyone, it really is an honor to be here tonight with all of you. This is really cool. All right, the first award I'm going to give tonight is the Deborah Lee McPhail Memorial Determination Award. It is awarded to the female athlete whose achievements and efforts in athletics exhibit perseverance and hard work unmatched by her peers, and that goes to Alyssa Adams. Next, we have the Daniel Gillette Memorial Determination Award, awarded to the male athlete whose achievements and efforts in athletics exhibit perseverance and hard work unmatched by his peers, Tyler Barnes. The Bob Aylward Athletic Leadership Award. This is awarded to the senior athlete who has exhibited outstanding leadership qualities supported by athletic achievement in her sports, Avery Della Piana. Is this the last one of the night? No. Okay. The Bob Aylward Athletic Leadership Award, awarded to the senior athlete who has exhibited outstanding leadership qualities supported by athletic achievement in his sports, Braden Aylward.
6 or 7 more and we're a wrap. Just so you know, you can wrap your head around the process. The coaches get together and we have a lengthy discussion regarding our major awards, and coaches are passionate for each kid, and it's a healthy discussion. And you know, I wish you could be there and see, you know, each coach fighting for their kids. It's pretty good to see. Just you know, again, it shows how committed our coaches are to our kids and whatnot. So a few more awards. Dennis McGadden Memorial Coaches Award, awarded to the male athlete who represents the finest qualities of fair play, work ethic, perseverance, and athletic excellence, Hunter Johnson. Congratulations, Hunter. Megan McCarthy Tewksbury Tough Coaches Award, awarded to the female athlete who represents the finest qualities of fair play, work ethic, perseverance, and athletic excellence, Cassidy Page. You're welcome. As I said earlier, the coaches have it out, but these next four are pretty much what they say. Tewksbury Memorial High School Athletic Director's Choice. Awarded to the senior athlete who has demonstrated character, commitment, academic success, leadership while displaying the most desired characteristics of a Tewksbury Memorial High School athlete. This young lady will go down as a trivia question answer. The last player to have 4 letters in one season. Emma Ryan. Four letters in 1 year, excuse me. She played 4 during the COVID year and was a varsity outstanding player in all 4 of those. So, congratulations, Emma. Tewksbury Memorial High School Athletic Director's Choice. Awarded to senior athlete who has demonstrated character, commitment, academic success, and leadership while displaying the most desired characteristics of a Tewksbury Memorial High School student athlete. Mackenzie Hickey. Tewksbury Memorial High School Athletic Director's Choice. Awarded to the senior athlete who has demonstrated character, commitment, academic success, and leadership while displaying the most desired characteristics of a Tewksbury Memorial High School student athlete. Ryan Baker. Last one for me. Tewksbury Memorial High School Athletic Director's Choice. Awarded to senior athlete who demonstrated character, commitment, academic success, leadership while displaying the most desired characteristic of a Tewksbury Memorial High School student athlete. Life lesson. You always want to be the guy. You never want to be the guy who follows the guy. This guy had enough courage to jump in here, along with being a varsity athlete, which you're very good at, had enough courage to come in here and follow Andrew Della Piana, who's going to be on TV one day. You always want to be the guy who follows that guy. You don't want to be the guy who follows the guy who's going to be the big-time star. This guy had enough courage to come in here and do it. He was a big-time performer for our hockey team. He calls all our games. He calls all our basketball games, our softball games when we need him, does a ton around the school, filled in very, very admirably for a young man who's going to be a star on TV one day, and this guy took on that challenge without any hesitation at all. Cullen Mangan. Our last 2 awards. Outstanding Athlete Award. Awarded to the female athlete whose accomplishments during her high school career represent the finest qualities of athletic excellence. 3-sport all-conference kid, Kat Shilley. Slide down just a bit so I don't bang into Kat. Charles E. Hazel Outstanding Athlete Award. Awarded to the male athlete whose accomplishments during a high school career represent the finest qualities of athletic excellence. Matthew Cook. Guys are going to sit, girls are going to stand. We get ready for a picture? Guys will sit, girls will stand. right, before I send you guys on your way, Nancy, is there anything left out there for them, for the lacrosse team to eat? Oh, so there's still plenty of food out there to eat. Please eat it. I don't want to throw it away.
I just want. Mr. Druin always gets nervous when I push him out of the way to step up, but I'd be remiss if I didn't mention it. Last year at this time, Mr. Druin had his hands full putting all this together as he was planning a wedding over the summer, and as always, he got it all done. This year, as he was putting this all together, he welcomed his first granddaughter to his family. I think we'd be hard-pressed to find a better athletic director in the state, so I wanted to acknowledge that. Thank you, Mr. Druin.
All right.
Should we guess what they call him in the house? Okay, all right.
Oh, here we go. It isn't Papa. I wish it was Papa.
Who said that?
There we go.
Oh.
Oh, here we go. All right.
He's grumpy.
Here we go. All right, here we go. I want to thank you guys for coming. We got Anya. I'll have the Bedford picture hit you on Sunday. All right, here we go. I thank you all for coming. There's plenty of food out there. We're not done yet, right? We still have some senior week activities. Tomorrow we have the boat cruise. Friday we have graduation. Friday night we have all-night graduation. Sunday we have a big softball game. This senior class has been fantastic for us. Six state championships. Awesome kids to deal with every day. Fantastic representatives in our building. I have, myself and Coach Aylwood have a handful of you guys coming back next Tuesday after graduation to help with Special Olympics, which we're super grateful for. You are awesome kids to deal with. It's been a pleasure following your high school career. 25 of you guys qualified for postseason play. A handful of you guys took us really, really deep on fun rides. It's a pleasure to work with you guys every day. It is a pleasure to be your athletic director. I hope you guys have an awesome senior week. I hope we have great weather on Friday night for graduation. And let's finish up strong. Go Redmond. Thank you for coming.